Welcome to Vision Effect TV, where we dissect engineering and design without compromise. The mid-displacement cruiser market is currently experiencing a massive mechanical shakeup driven by highly aggressive, tech-forward Chinese platforms. Today, we are delivering a clinical, diagnostic evaluation of the highly anticipated 2027 Benda Black Flag 600 Ultra EC. This machine is a profound engineering anomaly in its class, deliberately shattering the status quo dominated by traditional, uninspired V-twins. But behind the muscular stance and premium tech features, a critical question arises for the global riding community. Is this complex, four-cylinder powerhouse genuinely suitable for a novice rider, or does it demand seasoned mechanical discipline? Let us strip away the surface-level marketing hype, bypass the lifestyle social media commentary, and run a rigid technical analysis on what this flagship cruiser brings to the tarmac. Focus directly on the heart of the chassis, because the powertrain represents a massive technical paradox for entry-level riders. Benda has deployed a rare, liquid-cooled, 5098cc 90-degree V4 engine configuration, pumping out a claimed 70 horsepower and 54 newton-meters of torque. For a beginner, a V4 engine brings linear, yet intensely sharp power delivery, completely distinct from a predictable parallel twin. However, the game-changing highlight on the Ultra EC variant is the introduction of an advanced auto-clutch system, functioning similarly to an electromechanical actuator network. This system entirely eliminates the risk of stalling at traffic stops and removes the absolute necessity of manual clutch modulation during gear changes, while still retaining a physical bar lever for manual override. This drastically lowers the cognitive load on a new rider, making the aggressive V4 power delivery significantly more accessible. Let us examine the exact physical logistics and structural footprint. Weighing in at roughly 240 kilograms, this machine is undeniably heavy, a metrics parameter that will immediately challenge a novice's low-speed maneuvering skills. But Benda cleverly counteracts this mass with brilliant geometric engineering. Look at the seat height. It sits exceptionally low to the ground, allowing riders of almost any stature to plant both feet firmly at a standstill. Furthermore, the Ultra EC comes equipped with an industry-first electronically controlled rear air suspension system. This intelligent hardware allows the bike to automatically lower its stance when stopped, maximizing stability, and raise the chassis dynamically once in motion to increase cornering ground clearance. Combined with built-in traction control and dual-channel ABS, the chassis actively works to keep the rubber side down, heavily compensating for early rider errors. When you apply rigid clinical logic to the 2027 Black Flag 600, the definitive diagnostic verdict shifts away from typical entry-level metrics. If you define a beginner bike strictly by an ultralight chassis footprint and low output, uninspired power numbers, this heavy-duty V4 machine is clearly stepping way outside those traditional boundaries. This is not a featherweight commuter. It is a serious mechanical presence on the street. But when you analyze the integration of the auto-clutch system, the ultra-low seat geometry, and the safety net of electronic air suspension, Benda has effectively engineered a shortcut past the steep cruiser learning curve. It demands absolute respect for its physical weight, but rewards the operator with an unprecedented layer of technological assistance that keeps you focused on the road rather than mechanical anxiety. Furthermore, standing out in a hyper-saturated market requires more than just novelty tech. It demands a flawless synergy between rider confidence and automated machine control. By removing the fear of stalling while simultaneously optimizing ground stability at stops, Benda has targeted the exact pain points that cause novice rider incidents. For the modern enthusiast who wants commanding road presence, high-tier engineering style, and a deep V for exhaust note without the constant psychological stress of clutch modulation and low-speed tipping physics. This platform stands as a highly viable, albeit heavy, entry point into high-tier cruising. It challenges the legacy cruiser gatekeepers by proving that modern software integration can make a massive machine accessible to a developing rider. To stay ahead of the technical curve, make sure to subscribe to Vision Effect TV, and we will see you in the next analysis.